Is she the one? Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Author of Boss Slap Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. Is she worth it? Is she the one? This is a question that I got a couple days ago. Dude was like, he's been dating this girl for 4 to 5 years. I think they actually live together. And he says things been going well. You know, he doesn't have much to complain about. He could see being with her long term, like marriage, family, kids, etc. But he said, how do you know if she's worth it? How do you know if she's the one? I think before I get into that, like this video, share this video, and subscribe if it's your first time being here and you like this video. And P.S. by the way, I have a Cash App now. So my Cash App is $Sharp Game ATL. $Sharp Game ATL. That's my new Cash App. Because people have been asking me about that. So I think as far as knowing if she's worth it, I think that's an individual thing. Because everything is based on the guy's perspective, his perception, how he sees her. See, she might be a good woman for him. She might not be a good woman to me. So that's an individual thing. But I would say this: there's some basic things that I look for that it's not necessarily based on the woman, solely based on one woman, I would say. But there's some basic things. Like, for example, when it comes to a woman, do y'all have to go somewhere to just have a good time? Like, for example, some women, some people, like, they have to get out of the house to say that they're having a good time or they're bored. Or some people, there's some women that I've met, doesn't matter what I wanted to do, they were cool. Whether it's home, whether it's going someplace on the weekend, whether it's going to the beach, whether she's tagging along with me to a conference, or whatever. Whatever I did, she was cool with it. There were no complaints. She never was bored. She was always laughing and smiling and whatever. I never felt like I had to go anywhere to give her a good experience. There's some women, if you're in the house with them, they'll start whining and complaining, talking about how bored they are. You know? So that's a good sign. You know, if you don't have to go, if you don't feel the need to go anywhere for her to be happy, you know, that's a good thing. That means that, you know, y'all have a good thing going. Y'all have a bond. You know, y'all going in the right direction. So I would say that's one thing. And another thing I would say is this: who's she hanging around? Who's she hanging around? Her friends, the girls, you know, the relationship she has with her parents. How is it? Relationship she has with her dad. Is it good? Is it okay? Is it strong? You know, because we become the. They said we become the average of 5 people we hang around. So what type of women she's around? What type of women she quote quote look up to or look out to, I should say. Um, what is she looking at on television? If she look at television, maybe she just look at Netflix. I mean, what gets her attention when she's scrolling through the television? What kind of shows she like? What kind of movies she like? Stuff like that. What is she continuously growing? I mean, does she read books? Does she flip through magazines? Is she is she a forward thinker? Or she's just like everybody else? After she graduated from high school, college, that's it. No more education, just work back home. You gotta look at that. Because if you're a forward thinker, and she's not, you're gonna have to leave home a lot, and she's gonna be home. And she's not gonna support you. She's not. She might be tagging along with you or playing around, acting like she's support you. No. It's not gonna happen. And a lot of times that's based on how she was raised. That's why a lot of people you probably have around you, if you're like me, they don't support anything that you do or talk about. So a lot of people have low self-esteem. The bar is set low, bro. So if you're doing something that they ain't doing, so if you get married to somebody like that, or moving with somebody like that, they don't think highly of any of your accomplishments. They probably don't think it's a big deal because you did it. But if somebody else did it, they'll big it up. Go tell everybody about it. But when you do it, nothing said, nothing being said. But, however, on the other side, is she's bringing value to the relationship other than how she looks and sex. That's a big one, boy. Ooh, that's a real big one. What other value is she bringing to relationships besides how she look, her face, her body, and sex? That's a big one right there. Because a lot of women think that all she got to do is just give a guy good sex. It's just, get him whipped. That's all it takes. She got him. A lot of women think like this. She got him whipped. He do whatever. She living the life. A lot of women think like that. They think, oh, well, and that sex, it gets old after a couple of years. Then he starts to look at that woman for who she really is. And by that time, they got a bunch of kids together. She done ran up all the credit card bills. You're in hella debt. Now you feel stuck. That might take 10, 15 years before you really start to see who she really is. By that time, you're in hella debt. Got 2, 3 kids, 4, maybe 4 or 5 kids. Who knows? Done got a house together, a couple cars, and hella credit card debt. Student loan, she got student loan, and you got student loan. Only thing she ain't who she is, and you ain't got enough money coming in. Now you stuck, Chuck. You don't want to be like that. So, what else does she bring to the relationship of value besides sex? Does she add to the relationship? In what type of way? You know, the more the merrier. Maybe she knows people. Maybe she got a Rolodex. You know what I mean? Just depends on what you're into. Maybe she can support, add fuel to the fire, so to speak. Add gasoline to the fire. Blow that son of a bitch up. Whatever you got going on. You know? Like, for example, let's say you're a writer. Say you got a book out. Say you sold 500 copies. And she can make a phone call, call 2 or 3 people. You can probably sell another 4,000 copies. Well, she got that type of pull? That's what I'm talking about. She's making you money, and when you win, she wins. Smart women understand that. You know? Smart women understand that shit, man. You know. Is she, I would say, is she money savvy? She know how to get that bag. Not only can she bring something the relationship value, she know how to get the bag. If you can't get the bag, do she know how to get the bag? A lot of women don't know how to get the bag, bro. They know how to work a job, but they don't know how to get the bag. You know? Do she worry about what other people think all the time? Friends, family. Do she let other people in your business? In y'all business, I should say. There's some women, as soon as y'all have a little argument, they'll call and go tell everybody. Like, damn, everybody got to know? Shit. Man. It's tough right there, man. You know? These are some things you got to think about. Your business should be private. Or I should say y'all's. In Texas, they say y'all's business should be private. Texas, they say y'all's. You know. And, I mean, there's a lot of things I could say. But these are just a few. You know what I mean? These are just a start. Quick things that I look for. You know. And what was her relationship with her dad? What's her relationship with her dad like? What it used, if he's living, what's it like? Or if he's not, what it used to be like? Because the relationship with her dad is her first relationship with any man. You know, so what's that relationship like? You know, how was it when she was growing up? Was the dad around? Was he in and out? Did he had any influence on her? You know, I think that's very important. The relationship women have with their dad is very important. You know, mom is God. Mom is Jesus Christ to women. Mom can do no wrong. You know, mom is always forgiven by most women. But the dad, he's never forgiven. No. She'll be mad at him until she's an adult. And she finds out the truth. And the reason why the relationship was bad between them, or not so good between them, it stems back to her mom. But it took 25, 30, 40 years for her to figure this out. Because the mom has been manipulating her for over half of her life. You know? See, mom gets the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't. The father doesn't. You know? That's usually how that go. I've seen that play out many times. You know, I've seen that play out many times. It usually takes a while, years, before the daughters, even some of the sons, before they figure out mom ain't who we thought she is or who she represents. Until they get to adulthood, 25, 20, 25, sometimes 30, sometimes 40 years before they figure out my mom ain't shit. Daddy was right about you. That's why he left. I understand now. I would have left too. You know? So, you want to know what that relationship was like growing up. You know? You want to know what that was like growing up. These are just a few of them, man. You know. Oh, and I would say the last one. Does she want kids? You know, does she want kids? Does kids even matter to her? Does family even matter to her? You know, this is a big one. Because if she don't want kids and you want kids, you know, y'all shouldn't be together. You know? And what she think about kids? She might not like kids. Which is selfish. Somebody had to like her ass. You know? Somebody changed her pampers and took care of her ass when she was a baby. There's some women that are selfish like that. They don't like no kids. Don't like kids and don't want none. They'll be like, oh, I'll just adopt. No. I'm not adopting nobody. No. That's important. That's important to ask that. Get to the bottom of it. So hey, these are just a few ways to determine if, you know, she's worth it, she's the one. It's just my opinion, you know. These will get you started for sure. You might have more. If so, leave it below. Like the video, share the video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.